everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for your support, thank you for subscribing, and if you are new to this channel, please remember to subscribe, leave me a thumbs up, tag me to your creations, and leave me a comment. In this video I'll be teaching you how to make tutti frutti with watermelon rind or zest or peel or back. I promised in the last video when I made tutti frutti with papaya that I was going to create a complete video on how to make it with watermelon, and this is the video. I'll also be teaching you how to use the syrup from the previous batch of tutti frutti to create a new batch for tutti frutti candies. First, I washed my watermelon with normal regular room temperature water, and I cut it into slices so that I could remove the reddish parts, and this reddish parts I kept it aside and used it for watermelon juice. Please check the link above this video for the video containing watermelon juice, homemade watermelon juice without preservative or coloring or emulsifiers. Now for my rind, I'm going to cut off the greenish parts, and I'm not using a knife to do this. I'm using my grater or a scraper because I don't want to cut off the chunks. I don't want to cut off a lot of chunks from the rind. Now I'm keeping the whitish parts aside. That's the part I'm going to use to create my tutti frutti candies. And just like papaya, it's very simple. I'm dicing this into stripes now, cutting into stripes, and then I'm going to chop it into cubes just like the size of raisins. I discovered while creating this tutti frutti candies with watermelon rind that it takes a shorter time compared to when making it with papaya. It doesn't stay as long during the cooking process like papaya. Now these are the cubes. I poured water into my pot. I'm going to put it on fire to bring it to boil. This is as simple as when we created tutti frutti with papaya. Now this has boiled. Not leaving it to boil for long, just bring it to boil, and then I'm going to strain out the water with a strainer. Now to my pot, I'm adding sugar and then water, and I'm going to pour my watermelon cubes into it, and I'll let this boil till I get that one string consistency, just like the way I did for my papaya. I'll be leaving a link at the top of this video for how to make tutti frutti with papaya. It's very simple, and it is a more detailed video. Now I boiled this till the syrup has reduced drastically in size and I got a one string consistency. Sorry, I didn't show how I got a one string in this particular video. Next, I turned off the heat and I added my vanilla flavor and I stirred it. If you are still watching, it means you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe. Next, I got the bowls I'll be creating the tutti frutti with. I'm making 6 colors this time around, and I'll be first of all adding the syrup from the previous batch of tutti frutti created. Now this is a particular syrup. I think this is a green syrup from the tutti frutti batch we created, the previous one. I'm going to be adding that first before I'll add the fresh syrup. This is another color. This for red and this for yellow. Remember in the last tutti frutti I created, I used only 3 colors: green, red, and yellow. So these are the syrups from them. I kept the syrup in my freezer, and then when I was about using it, I left it to come down to room temperature, not cold, just normal room temperature, before pouring it into my tutti frutti. Now I added the new batch of syrup, the one we just boiled, into them and stirred them. After stirring, I discovered the colors were enough, so I didn't add extra color. So if you're using a previous batch of syrup and you add it to your tutti frutti candies and discover the color is not enough to your satisfaction, you can add extra color. But mine are okay, so I didn't add an extra coloring, food coloring. Please remember I'm using food coloring. Now I'm adding other colors. I'm adding blue, I I used pink and I used orange, making a total of 6 colors. Stir them as well and kept them aside. Please check the description box for a detailed recipe. Next, I strained out the Tutti Fruttis from their syrup, and then I'm pouring this on a tray with layers of paper towel. I'm going to spread them and leave it to dry. Now for this particular Tutti Frutti I created, I made ×3 of the recipe, and also I left this to sun dry. Like, I spread it out well and then kept it in a place where I know it's not going to be tampered with by pests or rodents, and then I left it to sun dry under the sun, and this was faster. I got Tutti Frutti candies that were not sticky, they were not gummy, they were dry just like raisins, and I think I prefer sun drying them. I'm going to try something else with drying in the oven, and I will leave a comment on how that went. Now this came out lovely, it's not sticking to my hand and it's perfect. Please remember to subscribe to the channel and like the video. See you next.